What's up guys, thanks for joining the channel. This is a quick video on helping you decide which one's a better phone. The iPhone 13 is a big improvement over the competition, which is currently the Galaxy S21 5G. Let's go ahead and take a look. So the first thing is going to be the price. Now, the iPhone 13 has the $800 price point, hasn't changed from the iPhone 12. The Samsung Galaxy S21 5G, now that phone was released a while ago, but it also launched with a price of $800. Now you can find it considerably cheaper, almost half price on the used market. So keep that in mind. Both of these are obviously 5G devices, so they're super speedy when it comes to data speeds. They have similar weights. The iPhone 13 6.14 ounces, the S21 is 5.96 ounces. Build quality, iPhone 13 glass front, glass back, aluminum frame, very nice. S21 glass front, plastic back, aluminum frame. So the better build quality is the iPhone 13. Now they both have a nano SIM card, and they also offer the eSIM capability. Not a lot of phones have that. Only Google Pixels, iPhones, Samsungs, and a few Motorola phones have the eSIM technology. That means you can have two different services, two different data plans, two different carriers at the same time. And also you can activate service by not going to the store. You could activate it right there on the device with the built-in eSIM. So that's pretty cool. They both have IP68 dust and water resistance, but the iPhone 13 has up to 6 meters for 30 minutes. The S21, 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. So better water submersion on the iPhone 13. Now for the display, iPhone 13 has a 6.1 inch display, S21 6.2 inch display. Similar screen to body ratios, 86 on the iPhone, 87 on the S21. iPhone 13 Super Retina display, 60 hertz refresh rate. The S21 AMOLED display, 120 hertz refresh rate, so better, smoother refresh rate on the S21. Resolution, very similar. It's going to give you a PPI of 460 on the iPhone 13, 421 on the S21. You have the always on display bonus on the S21. You don't have that on the iPhone 13. For software, you have iOS 15 when the iPhone 13 launches, and we'll get several years of updates in the future. S21 5G has Android 11 with Samsung UI on top. It is not a stock version of Android. Samsung puts a lot of features into the phone, makes it their own. A lot of features, to some it might be really heavy, but nonetheless it offers a lot of stuff. And it will also get several years of updates, but it won't be as quick as when the iPhone gets it when iOS releases with new software. Now for internal storage, the iPhone finally has the base storage at 128 gigs, just like the S21 has 128 gigs. Neither of these have expandable storage. iPhone has bumped up the RAM from 4 gigs to 6 gigs in the base model iPhone. So that's going to have a lot of speed for apps in the background. That's, well, not really speed, but it's just going to hold a lot of memory in the background, so you could switch from apps very quickly without having them to reload. I don't see any issues with that on the iPhone 13. S21 has 8 gigs of RAM, which that's perfectly normal for an Android phone, although there's a lot of other Android phones with 12 gigs of RAM, but they're going to have equal footing, really. That's a good amount of RAM for both of these devices. Now the cameras, both of these have great cameras. iPhone 13, 2 cameras on the back, 12 megapixel main shooter, 12 megapixel ultra wide. S21 has 3 cameras on the back, 12 megapixel main shooter, 64 megapixel telephoto, 12 megapixel ultra wide. So it has an extra camera in there for zooming in. You can shoot 4K on the iPhone 13, 8K on the S21. Both of these are going to be great cameras for pictures and videos. Selfie camera, 12 megapixels on the iPhone, 10 megapixels S21, both shoot in 4K. Very good on both of these. Neither of these have a headphone jack, but they do have stereo speakers. They both have Bluetooth 5.0. It's great for connecting to your Bluetooth speakers, your wireless headphones, your smartwatch, your smart band, stuff like that. NFC is on both, so that's usually for payments. You have the Lightning port still on the iPhone 13, and you have USB Type-C on the S21. Now for unlocking and security, both of these are going to be different. You still got Face ID on iPhone 13. You have the fingerprint under the display, ultrasonic fingerprint display on the S21. So basically, they're both going to be good methods of unlocking your phone, but very reliable on the iPhone 13. Some people, it might be finicky on the S21, but nonetheless, I prefer a rear-mounted fingerprint reader as opposed to the front, but that's just a matter of preference. The S21 also has Samsung DeX, which will turn the phone into a desktop operating system, basically. Now for the battery, the iPhone 13 hasn't reported the actual milliamps yet for the battery, but they improved battery from the iPhone 12. And I suspect they actually said it, that they have a bigger battery and they fine-tuned it so you can get more battery life on the iPhone 13. The S21 has 4,000 milliamp batteries. By most standards, I don't think that's enough. I think that's okay. Will barely get you a whole day's worth. The iPhone 13 is advertised as an all-day battery. But the S21, I'm disappointed. 4,000 milliamps is okay. I would like to see 5,000 milliamps, like other smartphones and Android phones that are even cheaper. They carry a 5,000 milliamp battery. Nonetheless, they both have fast charging, 20 watts on the iPhone, 25 on the Samsung, 50% charge in 30 minutes for the iPhone with fast charging. You have MagSafe wireless charging and Qi magnetic charging. S21 has fast wireless charging at 15 watts and reverse wireless charging. So basically the big difference here is the reverse wireless charging. That's the extra you're going to find on the S21. So just to summarize the video, I mean, both of these have top-end specs. The processor on the S21 is top-notch. I forgot to mention that. It's a Snapdragon 888. It's the best of the best in the Android world. The iPhone 13 has the, let's see here, it's always gonna have the newest chipset. Has the Apple A15 Bionic, which is going to be super speedy, and it's going to be future-proof, just like the S21. Future-proof for in a few years. Both of these devices will still be snappy and fast. It should handle every app out there. But in general, the S21, you can find it for pretty much half the price now. You can find it around $400. iPhone 13, brand new, it's still going to be found around $800 when it launched, and it's going to hold its value a little bit more. If you compare them together, these are the flagships for iOS and for Android. Samsung is always considered the top notch of the Android world in terms of everything. They give you pretty much everything that you need, and they always give you deals and stuff like that. But both of these are just great powerhouse devices. If you're strapped for cash, I mean, the S21, you can find it used for cheap. So around $400. iPhone 13 will take a while for that price to drop considerably. But yeah, there's unless you like, the only reason not to get the iPhone 13 would probably be if you don't use iMessage and FaceTime and all that stuff. That's the one big difference between these. Besides that, they both have good cameras. They both have speedy processors. They have great screen. So thanks guys for watching. I'll check you out in the next one. Peace.